first time with us, thank you for being here. We hope you find some value that you can share with your friends and that you find a reason to come back and visit us again. If you are returning, then you have found some value, and I hope to continue to command your attention. Thank you for coming back. As always, make sure that you like, subscribe, and do all the things you need to do on here to be notified as we produce and post new content every week and occasionally some bonus episodes. Also, I post on all social media platforms. There's usually different content every day, so make sure you go and find me. The links are down below. Today's going to be a little bit of an interesting podcast. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I've had some technical glitches. It's been a really busy week and a busy last week. We got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a lot of events coming up, a lot of personal ones coming up, a lot of guest appearances, just a lot of stuff going on. And I don't know. I've tried to record this a couple of times behind the eight ball as far as getting it done. I know that we need to get it out there so we can get it produced. And I hope that that comes across, because sometimes when you're chasing a dream, it does not come together the way you think it should. It doesn't come together in a way that you believe it will. And sometimes you just have to force it to come together. You're going to work tired. You're going to be exhausted. You are sometimes not even going to be happy, but you have to make sure that you keep moving forward. And what's really on my heart to talk about tonight is I want each and every single one of you that is getting something from this podcast or from whatever you're learning online or whatever you're reading or whatever you're doing is to take that next step. I want you to write down what your life looks like 5 years from now if you didn't have anything holding you back. I want you to do it in detail. I want you to be very, very explicit with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you really want and what you're willing to do to get there. Because if you're not willing to do the work and put in the work and put in the extra effort, put in the extra hours and do what you need to do, then you don't not only need to be listening to this podcast, but you don't even need to be trying. Settle for where you're at and be happy about it. Because if you're not willing to do more than what you're doing now, you're not going to get what you want to get. I want to tell each and every one of you to take your hand and reach out and grab that next rung of the ladder. You don't have to produce your 5-year goals tomorrow. But I guarantee you, if you shoot for your 5-year goals this year, you're going to be a hell of a lot closer than if you shoot for them 5 years from now. That's a paraphrase of a quote from Elon Musk, but it's also very, very true. Reach up, take that next step, grab that next rung of the ladder, and just come on, get out of your own way. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop letting fear control who you are and what you do. You are worth more than that. And I'm talking to every single one of you that has these ideas and has these dreams in their heart and has this idea of where they want to be and where you want to be and where you want your family to be and what you want your life to look like. And any of you that have ever told yourself, oh, that would be nice, or man, I wish I could have that, or if only, any of these things that you tell yourself, they are only a series of steps away from where you are now. But it starts by writing them down. It starts by putting your heart out there, by listening to yourself and then writing it down and truly believing who you are here and not just what you're being told up here. The world is not as bad as everybody will lead you to believe it to be. It is hard. It is a cruel place. It does not care about your dreams. It does not care about your goals. It will not make things happen for you, ever. You're the only one that's going to do that. You're the only one. You have to step up. You have to come on and move. You have to grow. You have to move yourself from where you are now to where you want to be. And that will often involve change. It will often involve fear. It will often involve pain. It will often involve exhaustion. All of these different things. But you know what? Is it worth it to you or not? Because if it's not worth it to you, then don't even try. But if it is worth it to you, then figure it out. Start trying something. You don't have to be perfect at it. You just have to do something to move forward in your life. The first step is writing it down. And 99% of the people don't write down. Don't know if that statistic is accurate. Maybe it's 95% of the people. Maybe it's 90% of the people. I don't know. The vast majority of people don't write their goals down. Because when you write your goals down, not only have you defined the conditions for success, you've also defined your terms for failure. and we don't do it out of fear, you'll never stop being scared. It's okay to be scared. Do it anyway, because that's where true courage comes from. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is facing fear and overcoming it. And we're afraid of what we really want. We're afraid to get out there and chase it because we might fail. And you know what? You might. And I'm going to let you off the hook here. You're going to. And if your goals are big enough, you're going to do it a lot. And that's okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to fail. But it's not okay to quit. It's not okay to give up on what you really want, because nobody's going to make your life the way that you want it to be. Nobody's going to give you the opportunity to create that perfect life for yourself and your family. They're not going to do it. That's up to you. And I'm being a little more harsh than I normally am. And I hope that this message is getting through, because, I love each and every one of you. And I want to see everybody succeed. And I truly do believe that everybody can live their perfect life. And we need to stop trying to pull each other down and start building each other up. We need to talk about it. Instead of talking about what's going on with the weather or what's going on at work or bitching about this or griping about that or who won this or what your favorite sports team is doing. And you know what? While those hobbies may have their place, we need to be talking with each other about, what are your goals? What are your dreams? What are you pursuing? What are you struggling with right now? What can I help you with? That's the conversations that I want to see happening. And I told Des a couple of days ago, I woke up and we weren't even out of bed yet. And I rolled over and I said, I really can't wait for the day until all I have to do is wake up and think about how I'm going to help other people realize their dreams and how big of a difference they're going to be able to make in their own lives, and how I can help people every day. That's my goal. That's my dream. It's not easy to pursue that. I'm close to that already. I'm able to do that in a lot of different ways. I do that through this podcast. I do that through my mastermind. I do that through my one-on-one coaching. I do that through the appearances. I have made myself able and to do that in many different ways, but I'm not able to do that all day, every day. But I'm getting close. Nobody did that. Nobody decided that that was going to be what I did for a living. I chose that and I started working towards it. Nobody has any say in that except for me and those people that I've decided to listen to their advice. You have the same opportunity and the same ability to do this. You have to stop being afraid of what you want. You have to stop being afraid of yourself. You have to get out of your own way. You have to write down what you want, no matter how fantastical, no matter how ridiculous. It doesn't matter. If it's what you want and it's where your heart's at, you will find a way to start working towards it. But writing it down is only the first step in the process. Reaching up, reaching out, grabbing that next rung of the ladder and pulling yourself up. That's the first step. And then there's another rung, and then there's another rung. And you know what? There will always be another rung, because even when you get to where you want to be, there will always be somewhere else that you want to go. And that's okay too. Your dream and your goal does not look like my dream and my goal, and that's all right. And we need to learn to encourage each other. We need to learn to truly listen to one another and to pour our hearts and our minds into those people that we care about and those people that look up to us. And I get so frustrated because I'm not all the way up the ladder. I'm working the way up the ladder just the same as everybody else is. But my heart wants to help people and teach them what I've done and what I did to climb to the position of the ladder I'm on. So I'm looking down and I'm like, just come on, just reach up and grab that next rung of the ladder. Try for yourself, try for your family, do what you want to do. It's come on. And some people do, and some people don't. And you know what? That's okay too. Not everybody has it in them to succeed and do what they want to do. And I hope that the people that are out there and those of you that are listening to me, I hope that you guys are taking this to heart and that you're really understanding that if you truly want something bad enough, you will figure out a way to do it. But sitting there and thinking about it is not enough. And writing it down is not enough. You have to write it down. You have to start taking action towards it. And it does not matter if it's a little action or it's a big action. It doesn't matter if the person next to you is moving faster than you and the person beside you is moving slower than you. None of that matters. If you're moving towards your goal and towards your dream and toward what you want and to building the life that you truly want to live, that's enough. And it doesn't matter what's going on economically. It doesn't matter what's going on emotionally. None of that matters, because you have a specific goal, a specific dream, and something that you are pursuing for yourself. I cannot stress it enough. We need to stop being so concerned about who's getting ahead or who's getting ahead of us and start being more concerned about what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you wanting to do? What can I do to help you? Let's start pouring ourselves into other people to help ourselves grow. Let's all start moving forward together instead of being so divided and trying to pull each other backwards or shooting each other down or I don't know, bad mouthing other people's dreams or, oh, well, he thinks he's crazy. His head must be in the clouds. I don't understand. Or whatever it is, whatever we tell ourselves. And I've separated myself from that so much these days. I don't even know about that unless it just matriculates its way to the top. And yes, I use that silly word on purpose, but sometimes things come to my attention. We're going to be doing a live in a couple of days about some stuff that's going on social media wise. And we're going to be talking about the actual questions that people are asking each other. And then we're going to be talking about the emotional triggers and what's really going on underneath there. So whenever you're listening to this, you want to go check that out because it's going to be addressing the trend that's going on right now with the man or the bear. I'm not going to explain that too much on here, but you're definitely going to want to listen to that live. We're going to post it as a bonus episode here next Tuesday at 6:30. Not normally promoting a lot of things on this, but you're going to want to tune in there. This lady reached out to me that she wanted to have this discussion. I suggested we do it live so that other people can give their input on it, but it's a very emotional topic. And I think it's a lot deeper, and I think it goes into a lot more things than even the people answering the question realize. So I'm super excited to have that discussion. But this is about, instead of allowing the world to divide us, this is about coming together. This is about working together. This is about common interests. This is about my goals are here. My goals are here. We're friends. What can we do to help each other and build each other up instead of tear each other down or be so afraid of each other that we don't even talk? The world itself is challenging, but the people in it are not. The people in it are a lot kinder and are willing to help you move forward a lot more than you think. Definitely need to start paying attention to those people around you and see who's on your side, see who's willing to work with you, see who's moving forward, and see who's excited for you. Those are your true friends. Don't necessarily share your goals with everybody, but everybody around you is going to know something's happening and that you're different and that you're changing, and that's okay. They will quickly identify themselves as to those that support you or those that are just going to say they were with you the whole time, even though they were the ones tearing you down once you've actually made it. A lot of these statements are cliche for a reason, but until you realize that nobody is going to move you out of your comfort zone except for you, then no change is going to occur. Write your goals down. Share them if you want to. Share them with me. Share your struggles with me. Send me a message. I am excited to help each and every one of you. If you guys have questions, something you want me to answer on here, something you want me to address, something you want me to talk about in my personal journey, my personal struggle, please send me a message, send me a DM, put a comment on here. It doesn't matter. I will address all of them and I will answer them honestly, thoroughly, and hopefully it will resonate with you guys. I love you guys. I want each and every one of you to come on and reach up to that next rung of the ladder and make your dreams reality. There's nothing stopping you except for the lies that you're telling yourself. Love y'all. Peace.